Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly winery update. I'm your host, Amanda, and thank you so much for joining me tonight. So, first things first, if you are sipping on something good, let me know in the comments section here what you are drinking tonight. I have to confess, I am drinking water. I had a slushie earlier, and then I had a couple glasses of wine when I got home. And so I thought it would probably be best to hydrate. Oh, it was so hot outside earlier that I couldn't help myself. I had to try this week's slushy flavors. I tried a little bit of both of them, and then I had more of one specific one. Here, let me see if I can find this week's slushy flavors. Okay, so this week we have wine colada and pink lemonade. They're both very good, but take a guess at which one that I had the bigger glass of. It's a hard call, but I was very tempted to do some to-go ones so I could be sipping on that here on the live, but I knew that also wouldn't last, that those probably would have been gone like the second I got home. So these are both made. So the wine colada is made with the pineapple wine from the summer collection, and then the pink lemonade is made with the lemon wine from the summer collection. So, oh man. Oh, we've got a couple guesses. I'll come back to it and tell you the answer of which one. My mom was drinking the same one too. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, like mother, like daughter, but she was indulging in some wine slushies this afternoon too. So come on in this week. We've got wine colada and pink lemonade. And Sarah and Kathy guessed right here. I was drinking the colada earlier today. But again, they are both super delicious. The pink lemonade isn't super sweet. It's got just the right amount of lemonade. But I was in the mood for a colada with this hot weather. Or you could probably mix them together. That could be good too. Well, we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up here this week. I'll talk about all the different events and everything. Allie's got an exciting new cocktail, and she's really in the home stretch on all of her cocktail mixers too. I know she's got it narrowed down to 5 different flavors. And we were drinking this week, we were trying out, she's making a mojito flavor, and we were trying that with the pineapple wine from the summer collection. That was really good. I love pineapple mojito combination. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I'll tell you one more flavor I know she's doing is prickly pear. And I'm pretty sure that's the one that we tried with Marquette Rosé, which probably know that is one of my favorite wines. And so the prickly pear with the Marquette Rosé. Oh man, so stay tuned. The cocktail mixers are coming very soon. But in the meantime, we might as well see what Allie has pouring this week, and then we'll kind of dive into all the fun stuff that we have going on.
It's time for another Poor Decisions cocktail. Let's use August's wine of the month, Marquette Rosé, to make a rosé all day. All right, so starting in your glass, I have some strawberries that I put some sugar on, marinated in some sugar, if you will. So I cut up maybe 4 strawberries. I mean, this is, of course I dropped one. Why would I not drop one? I mean, I'm not gonna use all of these, but if you're making like a bigger batch, you could obviously do a whole thing of strawberries or whatever. And then I am gonna squeeze on top of those strawberries a 1/4 of a lime. And then I'm gonna muddle that together just to get the strawberries a little bit more liquefied. All right. And then, when that's all said and done, we are gonna grab 5 ounces of Marquette Rosé. So Marquette Rosé is a drier one, so adding like the sweetness of, you know, the sugared strawberries is really gonna just make it pop. I am gonna dump in some ice and top it with club soda. Let's try it. Cheers. That's good. And it's not too sweet, even though we did a little sugar on the strawberries. Because Marquette Rosé is a drier one, they really go together nicely. And it's not like crazy, crazy sweet.
Strawberries are definitely my favorite fruit, and so the combination of Marquette Rosé and strawberries was delicious. I do have to give Allie a hard time for wearing a sweatshirt when it's like 90 degrees out and 110% humidity. Her and Mel wear sweatshirts around the winery, which they are adorable sweatshirts, of course, but it's like it's 90 degrees outside. They kill me. I don't know how they get away. I would be just sweating like crazy. But that cocktail was a good one. Of course, I'm definitely biased since she used some Marquette Rosé, which is our wine of the month right now. So if you haven't been in yet, our August wine of the month is Marquette Rosé. And we are gearing up towards the fall collection for next month. So fingers crossed, if you're a big fan of the fall collection, we're looking to get that for the September wine of the month. But right now we've got the August wine of the month, Marquette Rosé. So crisp and delicious. We still have some of the summer collection. Speaking of fall collection, summer collection, etc. It is like the watermelon is basically almost gone. So if you know you want some of that, come in as soon as you can. Strawberry is probably the next one to go. And then pineapple with this colada slushy that we got going on, that one is going to fly, I think, too. And lemon's always the last one, but I don't understand because it has so much potential for making like super delicious cocktails and slushies and everything. So the summer collection is still here, but it might not be this time next week. I wouldn't be surprised if during the update next week, I'm saying like there's a sold out stamp or two on some of these bottles. So just so you know, we do still have some, but be prepared. If you know you want some, come in quick. All right, let's talk about some of the stuff we've got going on because there's a lot. And I want to make sure I get it all in. So today, I don't know, with this crazy weather that we're having, we probably didn't end up having bags. Did anybody come play bags with, like, before I went live, the sky was like a weird, freaky yellow color, and now it almost looks like red. I don't know what's going on outside. Here in southern Wisconsin, the weather's been a little crazy. So Bags League next Wednesday for sure, 6 p.m. Tomorrow, Thursday, August 12th, we are doing another Herd tie-dye event. So if you missed out on the last one, it's just $15 and it's just a white shirt with our name on the front and then the back says Herd member. And then we provide you with a bunch of the tie-dye supplies. And I think we got extra yellow. That was like the hot color last time, but everybody's shirts turned out so well last time. And so hopefully you guys can join us tomorrow night. Get your tickets in advance and we'll be setting that up about 5 o'clock. and fingers crossed the weather will cooperate and we'll be able to tie-dye outside this time. But we got nice and cozy and made some good friends at the last event. So we've got that coming up August 12th, aka tomorrow. Then on Friday, we will have our friends from the Battle Cap Project coming out and calling Wino Bingo. So Battle Cap Project, we heard about this through Jody. Jody used to work in the tasting room, and now she's just a beloved herd member. And so her friend Kurt is the one who started the Battle Cap Project. He was incarcerated, and he learned how to either knit or crochet. I get them confused. I can't remember whichever one. But he makes hats for people who are battling cancer. So get the battle cap. So they're battling cancer, and he makes a cap for them. And they also, so they can ship these battle kits to people battling cancer through the entire world. So not even just in the United States. They ship them worldwide. They, of course, include the actual hat that he makes, but then they also include lotion and candy and just all the other like comfort and goodies that you may want. If like, just imagine like having to go through, and some of you maybe have like had to go through chemo and battle cancer, just getting a little kit of goodies and a hat to wear, especially if you're going through chemo and losing your hair. So they provide them with this battle kit. And I mean, that's it, but it's a lot of work, I'm sure, making all of those caps and putting the kits together and everything. So they definitely appreciate the donations, and they'll be coming out on Friday at 6:00 to call Wino Bingo. And we had them come out last year. Jody and Becky are going to be calling Wino Bingo for Battle Cap, and they are Timber Hill wine experts. So I'm sure they're going to do a fantastic job at calling Wino Bingo for us. Let's see what else. We've got a lot of other stuff going on. Saturday, I know there is just going to be a busy day at the winery. I think last weekend on Saturday, we had a bunch of bachelorette parties, and that was a little crazy. Some of them got a little loud, but it was a lot of fun. Then this Saturday, I think, is just kind of a regular Saturday. But then on Sunday, there is a ton of stuff going on. So first off, we have the board painting, and I am not 100% sure if she has tickets left. She usually does sell out on the board painting classes. If you are still interested, go ahead and shoot us a message, and we will message Shara and see if they can get you in for Sunday. But Shara from Picture This, they're going to be coming out Sunday at 11 a.m. to do Pet Palooza board painting. So this time it's going to be pet themed. I haven't seen the examples yet, but I am a dog mom myself, so I love the idea. So we've got the board painting going on. Then we have one of my favorite musicians will be coming out, Jenna Lynn. I'm trying to find her photo here. They rearranged all my slides. So Jenna is going to be coming and playing music on Sunday from 2 to 4. She is so talented. She's a local music teacher, and she has a beautiful voice, such a great stage presence too. And if you haven't heard her, highly recommend coming out. She's kind of I would say like an up and rising star. We had her out at the winery last year, and we've had her out a couple times this year too. And every time she comes out, it's always like a fun crowd and just the perfect type of music for sitting on the patio and drinking some wine slushies too. So Jenna's going to be coming out. Then there's just like a lot of stuff going on in Milton. So the Sunday, they used to do chicken barbecue. They didn't do it last year, but they are doing it again this year, but this time they're calling it Pork Fest. I guess there was an issue with getting enough chicken, and so they're doing Pork Fest at the park that's like just kind of around the corner where the old little train depot is, right across from the Milton House. They are going to be having Pork Fest. So I don't remember the prices, but you can get like a pulled pork sandwich or a pork chop and sides. And then the Milton House is going to be having a big craft fair in the lawn. So they're going to have a whole bunch of booths set up with different vendors. And there's usually a lot of really fun stuff out there. So this year, the Milton Chicken Barbecue is now the Milton Pork Fest, and that's happening on Sunday as well. So we've got, it's going to be a busy, fun day in Milton. I know, kind of backtracking, Mel is going to be at a golf outing on Friday. So we're going to be participating in the Riverside golf outing on Friday. So we've got kind of a busy week. And then Mel's also going to the Women of Distinction. That's happening for the YWCA, I want to say at the Celtic House at Glen Erin, but she's going to be serving samples for the Women of Distinction event. And it's one of the big fundraisers for the YWCA. So we've got a lot of community events happening this week too, outside of all the fun things that we have happening at the winery. Then let's see, we've got some other big stuff that I want to make sure you guys know are going on. We have a comedy night coming up next weekend, and it's going to be on Saturday night at 7:30. So it's going to be after we close. And I think there's a typo here because it's August 21st. So comedy night is going to be Saturday night. So it's going to be August 21st. Tickets are available if you click on the event on Facebook or on our website. The tickets are up. It's been like a year and a half since we've done a comedy show, and they're always a really good time. They're local comedians, and they usually there were like 3 or 4 of them that would come out as a group, and then they'd each kind of do their set, and it was really good. I mean, I'm a huge fan of comedy, so I'm kind of particular, and they put on a really good show. So they're going to be coming out Saturday, August 21st at 7:30 p.m. And like I said, tickets are available either on our Facebook event page or on our website event page. So we've got the comedy night. Make sure you get your tickets for that. We are also going to be doing another barbecue. You don't need to get tickets for that right now or anything, but we're going to be doing a barbecue August 28th. So stay tuned for that. Or sorry, 29th. We're just like off a day. I don't know what it is. But August 29th is going to be the next barbecue truck. I'm trying to convince the girls that we need to do another crepe brunch here before the season ends. So we don't have a date yet for that, but we are doing another barbecue on August 29th, and Gary the band will be there that day too. So it's a win-win. Come get the barbecue and watch Gary the band. We'll have Myofascial is going to be coming back on August 28th. That's probably why that date was in my head. They're going to be coming back and doing myofascial demonstrations on the 28th. So there's just like a lot of stuff on the calendar that's coming up here. Oh, I don't think you need tickets for this, but on August 26th, Jonna Kay is going to be coming back and doing readings. Maybe last time we had a lot of people show up, and so there definitely wasn't time for her to do a reading for us, but I feel like we need to have her come and do like a staff reading because we all just keep having to work and help when she comes, and I definitely want to see what this is all about. I've never done a psychic reading or anything before, and I know a lot of people who have had readings with her, and they said it was really good. So I'm a little skeptical. So it would be interesting, I think. But like I said, everybody who had readings with her said nothing but great things. So might be worth a try. Then next Friday, we had our first round of 2000s trivia last Friday. The next Friday is going to be the second round. You didn't have to be at the last round. So if you couldn't make it last Friday, you can still come next Friday. And Allie's going to be hosting 2000s trivia. This time it's a little better than the 90s trivia. A few more people were like, I don't know. Most people that come to the winery, of course, were alive in the 2000s. Versus the 90s, you could be born in the year 2000 and be 21. So the 90s trivia is really fun, but I think people are having a better time with the 2000s trivia since it's, fresher in your brain too, since it was only like 15, 20 years ago. I don't know. I probably wouldn't be good at any of it. I'm not a trivia expert by any means. You do not want me on your team. I haven't started reading the book for book club yet, but we're going to be meeting back up on September 2nd, and we're reading The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. So that's the book for the next month. Make sure to get it checked out or listen to it. I'm a big audiobook listener. So that's the book club book for this month. Oh, I want to say that's it right now for all the big upcoming events that we have. But another thing I need to talk about is bottling. So we have a bunch of bottling that we're going to be doing here. We got to get our tanks good and empty before harvest. And so Friday, we are going to be bottling at 9 a.m. A few of you have sent messages. If you haven't sent a message and want to join us, let us know. We'll be ready to roll at 9 on Friday. And then we'll hopefully have to plan another weekend bottling coming up here, because I know a lot of people had a good time. The last time we were able to do a weekend one, there are a lot of people who can't normally come for the weekday one. So we're going to be doing a lot of bottling here in the next coming weeks. Like I said, getting ready, getting those tanks empty. And right now it's insane. We are sold out of Margarita Monday, Wine Wednesday, like Saturday sangria, Throwback Thursday. There was one case on the shelf today when I left. So there's a lot of bottling that we've got to do. I know we got most of those wines ready to bottle. So that's hopefully what we're going to be bottling on Friday. And then we've been filling pouches again too. Sherry, our new assistant winemaker, has been working hard on getting some other new wines ready too. So hopefully we'll be able to bottle those. And then we are working on getting some old classics back in stock, like Saval Blanc and Delaware. We've got those almost ready to go. So lots and lots of bottling and then prepping for harvest. And just like bottling, if anyone is interested in coming and helping with harvest season, please reach out to us, because we are planning to get a lot of grapes this year, and we are going to need all hands on deck. So if you are available and would love to come help with harvest, that's usually mostly in September for us. And hopefully we can, keep on top of where the grapes are progressing. And so we'll have a better idea of when they will be picked and everything. So we are going to be getting, I would say, maybe close to 15,000 pounds of grapes this year. So, and we have some good equipment, but it definitely, it takes a lot. So if you guys are interested in coming and learning more, I know last year for harvest, we had a few herd members that came out and kind of learned the process and helped but it ended up being a pretty small delivery. And this year we expect to have some pretty big deliveries. So we will take all the help we can get because it is going to be a crazy time of year coming up here. And we're getting close to getting those tanks empty. Like I said, we're working on the fall collection too. So lots and lots of bottling. We got in 4 pallets of bottles. That was yesterday. All the days blend together, right? Yesterday, we got in 4 huge pallets of bottles. And I should give a giant shout out to our Dayton freight delivery guy who helped deliver those 4 pallets of bottles. He went above and beyond. Someone needs to give him a raise. I definitely gave him some wine, but getting in 4 big pallets of bottles all in one day was a little crazy, but he was a huge help. And Sherry is doing awesome. She was able to help with that too. So things are moving along in the production room. Even though I didn't get a tank talk filmed, I feel bad. I got to get Allie back on that. She's much better at, obviously, every week we have a beautiful Poor Decisions video. So now that we have Sherry working in the winery, we got to get Allie on top of the tank talks again because she does such a good job with those. Much better than I do, at least. So I think that's all I've got for tonight. If you guys have any questions, let me know. We've got just a lot going on. It's going to be some busy events and busy with bottling and harvest. And hopefully there'll be some time to drink some wine while all that is going on. If you guys have any events coming up where you want to see us, or if you know of anything happening around town, like we're trying to get into the Threshery. Then after that, there's Chili Mania. So if you're ever interested in volunteering at some of those events too, like Chili Mania, that's another big event where we could definitely use the help. And it's a fun event too. Billy Ray Cyrus is going to be performing on Friday night. So if you're a big fan of him, you get to listen in on his music and serve some tasty wine. So if you're interested in helping with any of the events that we've got coming up, let me know. Hopefully next week we'll have a good update of what wines we bottled and should be bottled in the very near future. But stay tuned. We've got a lot going on here. All right. Well, I think it's time to go make some dinner and snuggle with my dogs. Thank you so much for joining me today, and cheers to a fun week ahead. Bye, guys.